Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, looks like right about now, looks like when I'm recording this right about now, yeah, I guess if you couldn't tell right about now, I've officially finished up my time at Heroes and Villains Con this year. Yeah, looks like this year's Heroes and Villains Con has officially came and went, and my God, it was a really great time for me this year, and yeah, I already did manage to finish filming not just my vlog on that, but also a WTPU episode on the stuff that I got while I was there, to which, yeah, I think those will be up sometime pretty soon once I get the kinks out of egging them down very, very soon. So yeah, those will be on the way right about now. So yeah, just be patient right about now. But still, either way, it was a really great time for me, and especially of course the people that I've had some incredible cosplays and stuff that I've actually seen, to which, by the way, I should mention this right about now, I am really impressed that of course, I really got a positive response from, of course, when I went cosplaying as Barbara from Genshin Impact. So yeah, for all of, yeah, to all that, I have to say thank you so much for that. It really means a whole lot. And yeah, don't worry, I'll probably go more into depth in those two videos coming up very, very soon. So yeah, just be patient. But yeah, now that that's already over, it's back to business as normal on this channel right now. So yeah, I guess ever since I've actually finished up my time at Heroes and Villains Con this year, I've decided to treat myself to, of course, a nice little after con treat for myself, or I guess in this case a after convention treat for myself. And I was, of course, kind enough to yeah, if you think Heroes and Villains Con being a lot more local to where I live is great enough, I think it's about time that I swing back into, of course, the movie theater, which is also local to where I live, which, I'm not gonna lie, is actually really awesome, and I am really in for a treat on that. So yeah, what better way to, of course, treat myself after visiting a comic book convention for this year? Well, the answer is quite simple. Heading on over to my local movie theater to see, well, a comic book movie. So yeah, I guess if you couldn't tell, I've decided to hang up Crown City Cinemas once again after quite a long time, but quite frankly, an entire month since I've been in there, and actually decided to catch the latest movie that had just came out this weekend after quite a long time coming, and my God, it's been a long time coming, but it's finally out right about now. So yeah, I guess for today's thoughts video right about now, I figured that's exactly what I'm gonna be talking about. So yeah, since after last month, where of course I dabbled right into a DC with, of course, the recent Batman movie, we're gonna jump back into Marvel and actually talk about pretty much well, something Marvel related that just got his own movie very recently, and yeah, no, I'm not talking about something from the MCU as normal, because that won't happen until right around next month with the new Doctor Strange movie, which I am really excited to see. No, we're actually going to be diving into another side of Marvel right about now, where of course pretty much a certain other universe has been going on, and it's mainly devoted to, of course, the villains in the Spider-Man universe. So yeah, I guess that's what we're going to be talking about here today. So yeah, we're of course going to be talking about the latest movie from, of course, Sony's own universe of course, Spider-Man villains that just came out recently, that I finally had the privilege to go see right about now, which is, of course, the long-awaited movie, which is none other than Morbius. So yeah, I guess right about now, just by saying the title alone, I think I know a lot of you guys are wondering, oh god, is he really going to talk about this one? And yeah, trust me when I say I am, and don't worry, that is going to come into play later on for, of course, this video. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that, and yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about here today. So yeah. Alright. Now, before I can actually dive right into the movie right about now, I think it's actually quite fitting on what I need to talk about before I can get right onto the meat and potatoes. First of all, I think I will have to say, I know I am quite familiar with, of course, a really good number of Spider-Man villains for sure, like, of course, Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Electro, the Lizard, the Sandman, and let's not forget to mention the Vulture and Mysterio, and let's not forget to mention pretty much Venom for sure, to which, by the way, in these thoughts videos, I did already talk about the first two Venom movies before, like, of course, the first one back in 2018 when I talked about a good batch of movies that I've seen throughout the second half of that same year, which was followed up by, of course, its sequel, Let There Be Carnage, that I did already talk about in its own solo thoughts video that I did almost pretty much just about a year ago. So yeah, I guess if anything, those what I can say for, of course, a really good number of Spider-Man villains that I am quite familiar with, but Morbius, on the other hand, honestly, I'm not really that familiar with, of course, Morbius the Living Vampire for sure. In fact, but although I do like the idea of course, having a nice vampire actually be a really interesting villain for Spider-Man to take on for sure. So yeah, quite frankly, I'm not familiar with the character himself, but I do know the idea of it actually does sound quite interesting for sure. So yeah, I guess it's actually what I can say on that. So yeah, I guess in terms of the movie right about now, honestly, truth be told, when I actually first heard about it, let alone I pretty much knew about it, let alone from what I've seen in the trailers, I'll be honest, I'm not really that excited to actually see this movie for sure, because yeah, I think, quite frankly, with, of course, what I've actually seen, I knew it doesn't actually look good, really doesn't look anything that gripping for sure, and yeah, I think I did find it quite odd that they had to, yes, by the way, they actually did bring in Jared Leto for, of course, this movie in the title role, which, yeah, is giving me a bit of Suicide Squad 2016 vibes for sure on how much he really sucked as the Joker for sure. So yeah, and let's not forget to mention, from what I said earlier, the trailers, I have to say, honestly, I was a bit conflicted by it, and of course, really confused by it for sure. Like, of course, I really think it doesn't look anything that gripping aside from that, but I was also confused on, of course, where it's actually taking place. Is it taking place within the Sony universe that it's currently residing in? Is it taking place within the Sam Raimi or Mark Webb Spider-Man films? Or is it taking place somewhere in the MCU? Which is it? I'm massively confused right now. But hey, I do know they are going the similar route as, of course, the first two Venom movies that Sony has been pushing out for assuring in its own attempt at its own cinematic universe, while letting the MCU play around with Spider-Man for sure. So yeah. But yeah, I guess either way, I knew right away the movie itself is not going to be good, based on, of course, being massively conflicted by it, and of course, being massively confused from when I saw the trailers for it. But I'm still willing to give it a chance and go see it nevertheless. And not to mention, yeah, and yes, this, I should mention this right but now, much like all the other films that I did talk about for some time now, this movie has been delayed constantly because of the pandemic. So yeah. Quite frankly, it was supposed to come out right around in the summer of 2020, but they kept on pushing it, they kept on pushing it back and back and back and back and back and back and back several times because, well, COVID decided to rain down on their parade right about now. So yeah. You knew right away that, of course, from the first two that I mentioned, this movie is, in fact, in trouble, seeing how it has been delayed multiple times because of COVID, because, yeah, I think that's one thing this movie actually picked up alongside the New Mutants, since that has been delayed numerous times for sure, until it finally came out for sure. It was like a never-ending road for that, so... But still, nevertheless, I'm still willing to give it a fair shot and actually go see it for what it is. And yeah, now that I've actually seen it as a nice little post-convention treat to myself since after my time at Heroes and Villains Con, I guess the only question remains that, well, despite all of that, what do I think of this movie overall now that I finally got to see it? Well, from what I've actually seen, a lot of critics right now have actually said some really mean things about this movie, and truth be told, I do not blame those critics whatsoever because, yeah, this movie, I will have to say, is a piece of crap. This movie was a piece of crap. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so fucking terrible. Oh my god, so, yeah. Based on, of course, on what I've actually seen right about now, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind, this movie is really terrible. I mean, just god-awful levels of terrible right about now. Oh my god, it so fucking sucks right about now. Oh my god. But yeah, with everything I've actually said, it's that bad, people. I mean, really bad. I mean, this movie just downright sucks. No pun intended, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that, so yeah. Okay, get it together. Don't get angry. Although I feel like crying right about now because of how god-awful this movie is. But I still have a job to do, so let's go ahead and get into my notes in my head on why I think it's terrible. So yeah, first of all is, of course, what I normally talk about in these thoughts videos is, of course, the story. And wow, from what I've actually seen right about now, yeah, I think from what I've actually seen, the story for, of course, this movie really didn't get me all that gripping for sure, and I just really didn't think it actually is that quite interesting. Like from what I've actually seen right about now, I think it didn't just leave me confused. It left me probably wondering what is going on throughout the course of the movie, and didn't leave me with one simple bit of care I actually have with it. It really didn't grip me all that much, to be honest. So yeah, I think with, of course, what I've actually seen, I think it's basically a nice little, pretty much a typical formula of course, movies that were, of course, released in the 2000s, but mainly brought into, of course, a movie, even though it's already released in the 2020 decade right about now. So yeah. You knew right away that it actually does feel outdated from, of course, the story for, of course, this movie. And trust me when I say it really doesn't work out for, of course, this movie. I just really don't think the story is actually all that gripping, to be honest. And not only that, I also find the film's writing, I have to say, to also be a bit of a mess right about now. I think with, of course, what I'm actually seeing, I just kind of felt that they must have taken some really terrible rough drafts of course, the film's screenplay and placed it and put it all in for, of course, this movie. Like, yeah, I think maybe there could have been some major rewrites that they could have actually gone for about now, but yeah, with what I've actually seen, it's almost like they actually took some early drafts of course, the script, and they were like, hey, this will work, let's see if we can actually use that and actually make something good of it. Well, that doesn't work here, and you certainly failed at it big time, so yeah, I guess with what I've actually seen, the story and the writing, I have to say, is not really that gripping, and left a bit of a mess for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've got those two out of the way, I guess I might as well go ahead and talk about the next couple things I should mention, which are, of course, first off is, of course, the characters, and oh my god, what do I need to say about these characters? Well, except for one thing, they're all one-dimensional and boring for sure, so yeah, I think pretty much every single bit I've actually seen, every single one of the characters, I really don't feel actually that gripping for sure, and I'm not really in full-on meta. Yeah, I'm not really in a full midst of course, these characters, and none of them are actually developed pretty well, and almost like I was looking at every single one of them, and I was like, my god, I don't care, so yeah, I guess if anything, all the characters in, of course, this movie, they're all one-dimensional for sure, and I really don't think they're actually that interesting, and not only that, all the actors that came on board to play all these characters, my god, I know that they did a lot of good work in the past for sure, but my god, they really wasted their talent, of course, this one for sure, so yeah, pretty much with what I'm actually seeing, pretty much all the actors that came on board to play all the characters, man, they really pulled off some performances that are definitely not trying for sure, and none of which I actually find all that gripping for sure, so yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, the characters and the actors right but now. I don't need to explain anything else, except, well, like I said, the characters are one-dimensional, and the actors really didn't try hard to actually give any good performances right but now. They're that bad, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so yeah, now that I've got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Well, quite a whole lot, actually. Well, I guess seeing how it is a Marvel superhero movie, there's of course going to be some action, right? Well, the action part, yes, but good action, not so much. So yeah, I think with, of course, what I'm actually seeing, all the action scenes in, of course, this movie, my god, I think with what I've actually seen, I really don't think they actually work really well in, of course, this movie. I really can't follow through on, of course, what's going on. And, yeah, and I think with, of course, what I'm actually seeing, I think the action, of course, this movie is just so dark, yeah, pretty much dark coloring, pretty much dark blue coloring, and even some really bizarre shaky cam. It's almost like I'm watching pretty much yeah, what's a good way to put it? Oh yeah, I think it's pretty much like I'm watching Transformers 5 through, of course, a really hard to see snow globe that just wouldn't stop shaking back and forth. So yeah, I think with what I've actually seen, all the action scenes in this movie, I really don't think actually worked well for, of course, the sure, and I really cannot make out what's going on for sure. Yeah, I think there were several times, yeah, which is another thing too, is that the cinematography in this movie, man, I have to say they really didn't provide any good camera shots for sure. I think, well, of course, what I'm actually seeing from, of course, so pretty much from some far away shots to medium shots and even some close-up shots, all throughout for sure. I really couldn't make out what's going on. I was like literally in my mind while seeing this movie, upon looking at pretty much the film cinematography and the action. I was like, man, what's going on? I can't make out what I'm actually seeing. Can you please just fix that up so that way I can actually see what's going on? Because I'm actually getting none of it right about now, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, the first two right about now. And going back on a subject right about now, the visuals and the effects in this movie, wow. I think the best way I can actually describe the visuals and the effects in this movie is that, you know that one person in your CGI college class that actually turned in a project that just looks so terrible that he actually that the person who actually worked on it actually got a massively big F on it? Yeah. Pretty much what I've actually described. Yeah, it looks like my cough is trying to stop me from, of course, explaining all of it, but yeah, that bit I actually said where, of course, someone actually turned in a project assignment in their CG class for college that earned itself a massively big F on it. That's mainly the effects in this movie in a nutshell right here, but now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I have to say the visuals and the effects in this movie, my god, were they terrible for sure. Yeah, none of them are actually rendered out pretty well, and I don't think actually blend in with, of course, what I've actually seen throughout the course of this movie, and not to mention the pretty much the makeuping stuff and everything else that I can say to actually make the characters look realistic. They just look way too bizarre for me, and I just don't think actually flowed out pretty well for, of course, this movie. So yeah, it's what I can say for, of course, that aspect right but now. It's that bad, and not to mention the direction, of course, this movie from, of course, the film's director. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not on his A-game as well, because, yeah, he has actually provided some really terrible directing, of course, this movie right about now, and with what I've actually seen for sure, it really does show right about now. It's really that bad, and yeah, let's not forget to mention the film's editing, I have to say, is so cluttered up for sure, like, excuse me, so, yeah, like, there are numerous shots and stuff where, of course, they actually had to speed up and slow down every once in a while, and yeah, just pick a side right about now, and probably go for somewhere in between right about now, and yeah, with what I've actually seen, it really doesn't flow out pretty well for, of course, this movie. The editing is, of course, really cluttered up and really didn't work well for sure, So yeah, and of course the most important thing I can say is that the tone and the atmosphere for, of course, this movie, I just kind of felt was, of course, really bad for sure. It's like the wrong tone and atmosphere you could do for, of course, this movie right about now. Like there are numerous times where, of course, parts of it actually feels like a horror movie for starters, and yeah, I just don't think it actually works well, right about how, yeah, Morbius is supposed to be a dark and gritty superhero movie. Yeah, but trying to mix in other genres, like horror, for example, I just don't think it actually worked well, for sure, but yeah, the tone and the atmosphere, it's that bad, people. I really don't think actually worked that pretty well, So yeah, I guess with all that said and done, that pretty much explains why I absolutely hate this movie. Oh, and I have yet to actually mention. I can't even go. Man, this film is so bad, it's making me mess up my words. So yeah, and oh yeah, I haven't even mentioned the mid-credit scene right up now, to which I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to spoil the entire movie, but I can say right about now, it is, of course, one of those mid-credits scenes, or one of the post-credits scenes that, I'm not gonna lie, is guaranteed to piss you off a whole lot, to which, yeah, it did to me a little bit, but not a whole lot, to be honest. But yeah, with all that said and done, that pretty much explains why I absolutely hate this movie by far. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so I guess it's pretty much what I can say on how much I hate this movie. Oh boy. But I must ask, is there anything positive that I have to say about this movie? Well, actually there is, for sure. Like, for starters, seeing of how I mentioned Jared Leto earlier in this video, I guess it's actually quite fitting on how I think he actually portrayed Morbius, or in this case, Michael Morbius in this movie. Well, I have to give him credit. He did try his best in actually making his character work for sure, and props to him on that. And I'll give him credit for one thing. It is certainly much better than when he played the Joker in Suicide Squad. Yeah, I'll definitely take Jared Leto as Michael Morbius way more seriously than his portrayal of the Joker for sure. But that's definitely not saying a whole lot because, yeah, I guess his track record of trying to fitting into superhero movies really doesn't work out for sure, and that's definitely saying a whole lot. And let's not forget to mention on top of all that, pretty much if anything, Matt Smith, I have to say. And yes, by the way, Matt Smith is in this movie right now. I am not joking. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and give out a little sag whimper with you right about now. Anyway, I'll give him credit. He actually did do his best to portray the villain in, of course, this movie. But that's definitely not saying a whole lot for sure, and that's definitely not enough to actually save this flick right about now. I mean, come on, Matt Smith, you were in Doctor Who for God's sakes. How did you actually stoop to this low in, of course, this movie right about now? Let alone try your best to actually give out a good performance in this movie. Seriously, Matt Smith, I think you should really fire your agent for saying yes to this movie right about now. But yeah, I guess with that being said, I guess those two, I have to say, is probably the only thing that I can say that I did find good in this movie. The rest, I have to say, yeah, just downright sucked, to be honest. Again, no pun intended, so yeah. Alright, so, yeah, I guess that'll pretty much do exactly that, so yeah, I guess overall, Morbius is just nothing more than an absolute boredom for me. Everything from what I've actually seen just really doesn't work out for sure, and I really don't think it is actually a really strong movie by far. With what I've actually seen from, of course, the terrible story and writing to the one-dimensional characters and even the really bad acting and the absolutely horrendous visual effects and everything else that I can say for, of course, this film. Yeah, it's just nothing more than a bore fest about now, and I think it's actually something that is definitely not worth the time checking out for sure. So yeah, it's that bad, people, and yeah, I've actually seen a lot of bad movies right about now, and it's definitely saying a whole lot. So boy. So yeah, I guess in terms of this year, in terms of movies right now, I've seen the good, the bad, and now with this movie, I've seen the ugly, so yeah. But yeah, I guess if anything, it's currently unknown, of course, what they'll do with, of course, Morbius right now for future movies in Sony's own universe of Spider-Man characters right about now. Though I am quite worried right about now. And say what you will about the two Venom movies that I already talked about. I'll give them credit. I do tolerate them a whole lot more for sure, because they actually do know what they're trying to do for sure, and for while they're not good films, to be honest, I still find myself having a good time with, of course, both of them, particularly with the, of course, the sequel for sure. But the same thing cannot be said for, of course, this movie right about now, and I really don't think it actually works well as a whole right about now. So yeah, definitely not worth checking out for sure. And yeah, I guess if anything, this is actually one disease that is certainly not worth curing for sure. Let alone, I will say, much like with what Morbius has, of course, been given to him, it's nothing more than a massive curse, hands down. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. So yeah, for my final score right about now, oh boy. I knew I have to go big low on this one, but yeah, might as well give out probably one of the lowest scores I've actually given right about now. So yeah, pretty much a 2 out of 10 as my final score right about now. So yeah, this film is so bad I had to give it that score. So yeah, it's a shame I couldn't give it like a 1 or a 1.5 right about now. But my God, if I ever see a movie that is actually much worse than that, I knew I would probably go down that low. But yeah, I guess for now, I give Morbius a 2 out of 10 as my final score right about now. It's that bad. So, oh my God. Oh my God. Whew. Yeah, I think with everything I've actually said, that pretty much sums up what I thought about this movie right about now. So, yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so yeah, I guess with all that said and done, that pretty much wraps up my thoughts for you right now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, let me know in the comment section below if you have seen Morbius and what you thought about it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime soon. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty of other social media sites I have provided with the links down in the description box below if you want to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks, as well as get some awesome rewards and blah blah blah. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up as normal. And speaking about my channel, yeah, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications, so that way you'll be notified once I upload a brand new video and yada yada yada. So, oh my God. Yeah, quite a lot to take out right about now. Boy. So yeah, I guess with all that said and done, that pretty much wraps up what I've actually thought about this movie over here by now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and my God, I knew I should have gone for something better as a nice little after convention treat with, of course, Heroes and Villains Con that just wrapped up. And like I said, I promise I will get out my vlog and my WTPU episode on that coming up very soon. But I'm praying right now, is there anything that's gonna be good right about now that I'm really looking forward to? Oh yeah. Yeah, looks like that I'm actually looking forward to right about now. So yeah, I guess with that, I'll just probably leave it at that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and, well, tune in next time where, of course, I officially take a look at Sonic 2 right about now. So yeah, I really cannot wait to see that right about now, and I'll definitely let you guys know on what I thought about it. So yeah, I guess until then, see you at Sonic 2. Take care.